Hi, I'm Brian Elliott. Welcome to another edition of Behind the Brand. Today I'm here with best-selling author Brian Solis, who's written the book The End of Business as Usual. Brian is also a principal at the famed Altimeter Group. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Where do you think the space is heading? So here we are now, talking about social. There's larger adoption than there's ever been, but still we have a long ways to go. But where is it headed?
I think where it's headed is, well, first, for anyone watching now, we should probably define digital Darwinism. It's when technology and society evolve faster than your ability to adapt. Right there in that definition is where this is heading. Someone has to recognize an opportunity, and that's been the hardest thing for companies to do, because they're efficient in their processes, right? Businesses get better when they can become more automated and more efficient in those processes, when they can operationalize against things. And in that rigid model, it's really difficult to recognize an opportunity and shift to pursue it.
I think it's difficult to recognize, but I also think it's physically difficult, right? If you take a look at why a company like Vizio is having success, for example, it might be because those legacy brands have got millions and millions of dollars invested in tooling and other things. They can't change or adapt as fast, right?
Right, absolutely. I mean, and every market's open to disruption. Everything's open to disruption. So this is, the big trend is actually going to be how businesses invest in disruptive frameworks, right? So there are going to be teams designed to recognize those opportunities, and teams to pilot programs to test and learn based on those opportunities. Whereas you see things, and this exists in some organizations today, right? P&G has labs. P&G experiments with some really interesting things to innovate within and then innovate externally. We're going to see much more of that, but more importantly, we're going to start to see adaptive frameworks and business models where this can touch the entire organization much faster, so it doesn't have to take so long to churn things out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, we just have to have an idea of true customer and employee centricity. I often study businesses that have really wonderful social media strategies, only to learn that most of their employees have low morale because they aren't being recognized for how they're helping the business create this new public persona.
They're not a part of the process. They're not on the team.
Exactly. They're not a part of the process, part of the team. And we're looking at a holistic approach, right? Customers don't see functions and lines of businesses. When a customer needs something, right, do you think that Facebook addresses every customer need? Probably not. Most of it's used for marketing. Sometimes it's used for customer service, but there's greater needs than that. So
well, I personally still think Facebook is where people live and hang out for their personal lives. I think still, even with close to 1 billion people, I mean, still, we're just scratched the surface.